Good morning, everyone. In this week's Torah portion, we have the story of the flood. And following the flood, God makes a vow that never again will He destroy humanity. And as a symbol of this vow, of this oath, of this promise, God gives us the rainbow, the keshet. And the question is, why a rainbow? And one of the beautiful answers given is that what is a rainbow? You see, when you look at the light of the sun, it's white. But when there's rain and suddenly there's dark clouds and the white light of the sun is trying to penetrate the dark, ominous clouds, it refracts and exposes and reveals a multitude of colors that are really all part of the white light. But it's only when the white light is trying to break through the dark clouds that this array of diversity of multiple colors is shown and revealed. And this is why the rainbow is the symbol of the covenant of mankind. And that's why we always talk about rainbow coalitions. You see, when we look at one another, sometimes we see diversity, we see different colors. But then when there's dark clouds, we recognize that all of us have the same white light of God in it. And therefore we all come together united, realizing that there are really no differences. Yes, one may appear yellow, one blue, one green, but in truth we all contain the same white light. But sometimes it takes the dark clouds to reveal that. We're going through a time that there's dark clouds in the world, especially over Israel and the Jewish people, anti-Semitism. But it's precisely these dark clouds that reveals the unity of the Jewish people. And that's why when we see a rainbow, we make a blessing. Blessed are you, God, King of the universe. And then we say three things. Zocher habrit, who remembers the covenant that you made. And then we say, V'ne'eman bebrito, he's faithful in his covenant. And then the third part of the blessing is, V'kayam b'mamaro, he fulfills his covenant. And these are the three aspects and dimensions to every single person's relationship to one another and to the Jewish people as well. First of all, we have to remember our covenant. We have to remember who we are, our Jewish identity. Second of all, we have to be loyal and faithful to it. And ultimately, we have to fulfill the covenant and act towards one another. This is what we're seeing from the Jewish people. The Jewish people have risen up together in unity, realizing we're all one and the same light from God. We're united. We remember our covenant with God and with one another, that we're a Jewish nation. We remembered our heritage and our identity. But then we're loyal. We're standing with Israel. For example, yesterday a terrible accusation was made against Israel that they bombed a hospital. We knew Israel would never bomb a hospital. God forbid. We knew it wasn't from us. And now the IDF proved it to the world that it was the Hamas terrorists who killed their own civilians. But we have to be loyal, faithful devotees and supporters of Israel in this time of dark clouds. But most importantly, we have to go to the third step, which is to fulfill the covenant, to act. And it's so inspiring to see Jews all over the world, starting with Israelis, outpouring of love and support and generosity and care for one another, the unity of the nation, the reservists going to the front lines, Jews from all over the world who are former IDF soldiers going to fight in Israel, and the hundreds of millions of dollars that's being raised all over the world from Jews in every part of the world standing with Israel, the rallies, the unity. This is what it means to remember our covenant, to be loyal to our covenant, and then to fulfill our covenant. Yes, these are dark days, but there's a light coming through the darkness, and hopefully this light will grow as all good people, like the rainbow colors, will stand together, Jews, non-Jews, everyone who stands for life over death and good over evil will stand together and show that we all have one light from God, and to preserve that light here on earth. The covenant reminds us, the rainbow reminds us that the greatest beauty, like a rainbow, could only come when we realize that we all have the same white light, and we eliminate those who seek to snuff out the light of God and goodness that He bestowed upon mankind. Praying for peace, for security, for safety, and blessings for our brothers and sisters in Israel and around the world.